Alright, yeah, still kind of got some bit here at this side. Got up like an hour ago. I don't know, I might wet my hair later. Anyways, oh yeah, this is a response to Aaron0883 on his response to Life is How It Is on confidence versus arrogance. And I usually like a lot of things Aaron says, you say there, Aaron, but I think you made a hasty generalization when you said that the only people who perpetuate the idea of that people should only talk about things they actually know about, that those are people that want to control others. I think that's a hasty generalization because, I perpetuate that idea and I don't feel like I want to control others. I do think that when someone spreads misinformation or lies and they convince other people, that has a potential to do harm. And in cases where it can do a lot of harm, then it's better for them to not say anything than it is for them to spread misinformation. What you're talking about, like red shirts or something, that wouldn't really apply to what I was talking about or what I'm thinking of. Because who cares? You don't need to know how red shirts are made in order to just say you don't like them or you like them or whatever. Or just there's certain opinions that you don't really need technical information on, and others that you do. So in order for it to be well informed, I guess, and accurate. See, because knowledge is like a public good. I benefit. You don't even have to be altruistic. I can benefit from other people knowing the truth, compared to them knowing lies and thinking that they're true. Excuse me. So, for example, instead of red shirt, I'll take a more realistic example. I'm pretty sure certain cities in the U.S. have pit bull bans, bans on owning pit bulls. And so, this is often perpetuated by the myth that pit bulls are just mean for no reason. They can just turn on their owners and kill their owners for no reason. And any day they'll just flip out, And turns out that a lot of the evidence says this is not true. And there's magazines dedicated to this, to owning pit bulls and pit bull owners and stuff like that. And a lot of times it arises because the dog is mistreated in the way it's raised and stuff like that. I suppose every once in a while there could be just a really mean dog, but that could happen with any breed. And but they generally don't turn on their owners or whatever unless they've been abused. So if I were to be in the market for a pit bull, if I wanted to buy a pit bull, I would be negatively affected if there was a pit bull ban and if the pit bull ban was in place, because people perpetuating the myth that pit bulls are just plain mean dogs and no one should own them. Well, then yes, I will probably tell those people to shut up. But it's more my style to just dig up articles and information and present them to them and just say, look, see, you're wrong. But yes, I do think it's better for them to just not say anything than it is for them to spread harmful misinformation. But in terms of controlling others, you don't have to want to control others in order to perpetuate that idea. Instead, you could just do what I do a lot of times, which is where you present the correction to them. If you know the subject they're talking about and they're wrong, you just correct them. And if they're factually incorrect, you're like, oh well, no, I'll see. Actually, it's like this. Well, there. I don't see that as trying to control others. I see that as just correcting them and spreading truth and making the world a better place. Not just in an altruistic way, but if it is in an altruistic way, so what? That's good, right? But it could be in a totally self-interested way, like I just said. It could be in the case where you will be negatively affected if they spread lies or misinformation. So in that case, you could be totally self-interested without necessarily just spreading your ideas just because they're your ideas. You could spread information because it's true and because that information you spread will benefit you. So it could be altruistic or it could be self-interested. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter what the motivation for it is. All that matters is that, yeah, there's truth. Me personally, because I value truth. And, I think the pit bull ban I gave was a pretty good example. I think that's a good example of where someone could be harmed or negatively affected, So, I don't think people should talk about things they don't really know a whole lot about. Will I use force to stop them? No. So no, I don't really see it as trying to control others. If I do know what they're talking about, if I happen to know a little bit of that subject, and I hear something that's wrong, I will present them with information to show them that they're wrong. And if I'm wrong, well then, okay, as long as they show me that I'm wrong, that's good, because then I don't want to be wrong either. So I will have also gained, and I will have benefited if they prove me wrong, right? If they prove me wrong, then I know, okay, well, my previous position was wrong, and now I'm at the right position, something like that, Anyways, that's all I wanted to say.